Good evening, everyone. So good to see you all. Happy New Year's Eve. It's awesome. So welcome to our burning bowl ceremony, which is so beautiful. Oh, I'm Johanna van Gelder. Let me introduce myself first. What is so beautiful about this ceremony is that we join Unity ministries all around the world to practice this long-standing tradition of release at the end of the year. Which is great, right? Just think about it for a second. It's just everywhere in the world this takes place. So tonight will include several meditations and visualizations. We will reflect back on 2023, and we will release what we want to release in the burning bowl. And then we call forth our highest self for 2024, and we will be writing a letter to ourselves. So even if you have already contemplated what you want to release for 2024, I suggest that you just let go of any ideas you have and just stay open and go with the meditation and see what comes forth.
Well, this is the best New Year's Eve party in town. And I'm not releasing anything, but I don't know, I'll be open. I'll listen. We'll see what comes through. To our online audience, and it's not just us, we have an audience out there. You will want to have blank paper and an envelope on hand. And you also might consider how you're going to do your in-home version of the release. We'll be burning our papers literally in a burning bowl outside. You may want to do the same thing at home, or there are other ways that you can express the release that we're doing tonight. You can rip your paper into tiny shreds. You could stick it in the water and watch the ink sort of just disappear. So that whatever seems right for you with your situation at home, please do that. Don't set your house on fire, whatever you do. So we'll let you know exactly where we are. So when we're going outside to burn our papers, that'll be the time you do your home corollary there. Now, we'll all have our full attention on letting go at that point. And now, all those musicians are right on the ball. Let's let it be and set it free in this opening song.
Something's really off, and we can't start the new year like that. Sorry, guys. I tuned twice before we started. Ooh, here we go. Come on, E string, come on. Isn't this fun? You get to see the inner workings, the behind the scenes. This has never happened before. Nice. I'm supposed to have a story ready to tell. That's what you guys are like, we just want to do our ceremony, please. All right.
Another guy named Nate.
It was too off. Couldn't leave it alone. Come on, E string. There we go. Okay. All right. So Dawn just gave me that wonderful introduction, and here we are. There we go. We got to let go of that. Okay? We'll do that. Letting go. Letting go. What a perfect time for letting go. All those things we no longer need. Can you feel the peace of that sweet release? Set it free. Sing this part with me. Let it be. Set it free. 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 What a perfect time for letting go. All these things we no longer need. Can you feel the peace of that sweet release? set it free. Let it be, set it free. Let it be, set it free. Let it be, set it free. Set it free. Keep that going, guys. Let it go.
Well, that was wonderful. And for those of you who didn't glance at the bottom of the slide, you may not have noticed that that song was written by our very own Lisa. Perfect song. Also, I'm just curious, is there anyone who's here for the first time tonight? If you don't mind. Well, you know, we always have people here for the first time, and we greet you and we welcome you and we love you and we're glad you're here. Thank you for coming. Let's invoke Spirit with Unity co-founder Charles Fillmore's invocation. This is a good one. And let's read this together. We are now in presence of pure being and immersed in Holy Spirit of life, love, and wisdom. We acknowledge your presence and your power, O blessed Spirit. In your infinite wisdom, now erase our mortal limitations, and from your pure substance of love, bring into manifestation our world, according to your perfect law. Now, before we begin our ritual, let's take a moment to reflect on this past year. In fact, we're going to be doing quite a bit of guided reflecting on this past year under Johanna's guidance. So let's know that Spirit is in every part of our lives with the song, Everywhere I Am.
I am in the darkness. I am in the light. See me if you can. Everywhere I am. I am dwelling in the sunshine. Dwelling in the shadow, I am in the highest. I am in the very low. I am in the darkness. I am in the light. See me if you can. Everywhere I am.
And if you're comfortable doing so, please close your eyes and take a deep breath. And looking back over 2023, I invite you to connect to times that stand out in your memory. Allow any challenges, obstacles, circumstances you considered problems to come forward in your mind. collective issues may come, personal challenges. How did you move through it all? Feel the resilience within you, the resilience that allowed you to weather tough times. Just sit in the silence. Now remember times this year, times when you were especially connected to Spirit, when you were in the flow of life, when you had any breakthroughs in conscious understanding, your experiences of joy, times when you especially felt the love of the divine. Let these highlights arise and be felt again in the silence. Whether residue of joys or challenges remain, just notice what feelings are still alive in you now. What is still present? Just be with it in the silence. allowing all of it to fade into pure light and love of your being now. Just let it fade. As you begin to open your eyes to the knowing that spirit within you has power to transform all things into blessing. We prepare to say goodbye to 2023. We give thanks for the multitude of blessings we have received, knowing that we are always on a journey of growth.
I am in the darkness. I am in the light. See me if you can. Everywhere I am. If an acorn becomes a tree, what will I be? If a river becomes the sea, where am I going? As my life unfurls in the shape that it's meant to be, I surrender to a deeper knowing. I choose peace. I choose love. From my choices unfold the mysteries that I know not of. I step outside of my comfort zone. I look within and find myself home. If an acorn becomes a tree, what will I be? If a river becomes the sea, where am I going? As my life unfurls in the shape that it's meant to be, I surrender to a deeper knowing. If an acorn becomes a tree, what will I be?
What a beautiful song. If you didn't receive paper and pencil when you came in, raise your hand and we'll get that to you right now. I see at least one hand. Or if you've already started writing and you need more paper, just raise your hand. I'm sure we have an extra somewhere. For those at home, please have your papers and ritual ready as we allow Spirit to guide us. As we move into 2024, we release any thoughts of lack and limitation. We release behavior patterns that no longer serve us. renouncing that these things have any power over us. Let's truly let go and let God. Then we can lay hold of our good by making firm patterns of truer being that will bring the good we desire into manifestation. Our work here tonight is to clear space in our hearts, in our minds, and in our bodies, so that Spirit may move in and through us, healing whatever needs to be healed, and making space for a fresh, new beginning, because we all deserve that. Tears of release and laughter may come. In whatever way you authentically express, let it be. We're going to begin with a releasing visualization in 4 parts. After each section, Johanna will invite you to write down a word, a phrase, or more that indicates what you want to release. Let's settle in now for this visualization, closing your eyes as you wish.
Just settle in, take another deep breath. Just let go and be open. Know that Spirit has your back. Only good will come forth. So we first look at our behaviors, habits, and patterns. I call to my mind ways of being in my work, in my home, with my body, ways of being with others, with Spirit. And I see habits and patterns that do not serve me. I see ways I may have sabotaged myself, neglected my body, or overtaxed my mind with thoughts of lack or limitation. I let go of these old ways now. I thank them for serving me as they did when I felt I needed them. But now I say goodbye. I put away my old ways with no guilt or shame. Just present now to the letting go. If there is a pattern, habit, or behavior I wish to release, I make a note of it now. deep breath. Let that go. And now I move on to forgiveness. Have I allowed myself to become a prisoner of the past? Doors to prison are opened with key of forgiveness. The past has no power over me. I forgive and release the past and allow the healing power of love into my life. God is my wholeness. I allow Spirit to move through any area of my life where flow of love is blocked. I surrender to Spirit and let it go. I release and forgive the people and situations of my past that have weighed me down with anger and resentment. As images of those circumstances rise to the surface, I write them down and silently say, I release you and let you go. I forgive you and I love you. I release any fears I have been holding, either of the past or future. I forgive myself for all past error. I forgive any aspect of my being, my body, mind, unwise choices, inner conflict. I give it all to the healing power of God. I let down all inner barriers. Love moves through me, cleansing and healing, allowing me to be transformed. Thy will be done through me. I willingly forgive. I willingly surrender to activity of unconditional love in my life. Thank you, Spirit, for this healing, forgiving presence within me. If there is something I wish to forgive, I make a note of it now. And now I'm looking at underlying limiting beliefs. Underneath it all, behaviors, habits, patterns, and thoughts that are not serving me, there is a belief, an illusion that sometimes runs my life. I let it surface now. I ask Spirit to draw back curtains and reveal to me this belief, this idea about myself and my life that isn't true. This belief or this idea that creates chaos or confusion in me and in my life. What is there? What is this false belief? If there is a false belief revealed, I make a note of it now. And now I'm seeing if there's anything else. In the silence, I allow anything else that needs to be released at this time to surface in my conscious awareness. I connect with light that I am spirit. I am the way to freedom. I am looking out from eyes of my truest self. What else is blocking my light from shining out through this human form? If there is something else to release, I make a final note now. And take another deep breath. So we are ready for the burning bowl ceremony. The fire is already going outside. And just know that as you prepare to burn your paper, you purge the power any of these things appeared to have in your life in 2023. As you watch the fire burn your paper, I invite you to repeat silently, I release. Spirit frees me now. You're invited to go outside.
All right, we got to sing. Let me tell you something first. There was a time in my life I thought I had to do it all for myself. You know what I'm talking about? Didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. I didn't know the love of God was at hand. But now I can say, if you are discouraged, struggling just to make it on through another day, what do you gotta do? You've got to let it go. Oh, let it go. And this is what you have to say. Everybody, I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Do that again. I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Keep going. I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God.
Okay, the brushing off part is, the releasing part is done. Now it's the hugging part. We're going to embrace 2024. It's going to be a great year. So as we turn our attention to the new year, I invite you to write yourself a letter. I'm going to sit right down and write myself a letter. Maestro! And that letter will be left tonight, self-addressed envelope in the bowl, or if you're home, we'll give you some instructions for mailing it here to Unity of Walnut Creek. And then a year from now, it'll be mailed back to you. Now, what is going in this letter? Well, think of your higher self writing a letter to your future self. You say, higher self? Yeah, that's me. Oh, okay, future self. So get into two roles there. I wrote my letter. It was really kind of interesting because there are a lot of things that my higher self wanted me to know when I look back on 2024. So you can put anything you want in your letter, but just think of something that you want to remind yourself of, something that you're embracing in 2024, your intentions for 2024. Just go wild and let your higher self give you the words. So before we begin writing, oh, it's all right. You're already, mine's done. Yours is at least half done, I can tell. Let's take a moment to tune into our higher selves. Take a conscious breath and affirm that you are open to receiving guidance from the source of your inner knowing. Affirm that you're open to receiving guidance from your higher self. Yes, Mike will bring you paper. If you need paper, raise your hand. Take another conscious breath and open your heart and your mind to the wisdom of the universe which resides now and always inside you. And now begin writing that letter from your higher self to your future self. What does your higher self want to tell your future self? And when you are finished, place it in the bowl and we'll mail it back to you at the end of the year. And I think I forgot to emphasize, envelope, self-addressed envelope. We'll provide the postage, but if we don't have a name and an address, we don't know where to send it. And we have a slide for people who are watching online. Put your letter in a self-addressed stamped envelope and mail it or bring it to Unity. And your letter will be mailed back to you. Let's see if we can wrap up in about 3 more minutes. Lots of time. I see everybody's almost done. If you need a few more minutes, you can bring it up at the end of the service or during the offertory. And speaking of which, it's time to go to the offertory. So let's open our hearts to the practice of giving. We give our tithes and offering to the places like Unity of Walnut Creek, which nourish our souls. And tonight's such a great example of what this place does for us and what we do for each other. So I invite you to prepare your gifts as we align with the universal law of circulation. As we give, we shall receive. In truth, there is no lack or limitation. Abundance is our true nature. For your convenience, there are a variety of ways to financially support Unity, shown on the slide in front of you. I invite you to take your tithe or offering in your hand and repeat our affirmation with me together. Divine love, one with me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am joy-filled and grateful.
All that I need comes to me. All that I need comes to me. The light of love and grace shines upon my face. All that I need comes to me. I've been set free and released. I've been set free and released. The burden of my past is gone away at last. I've been set free and released. Sweet rain that washes me clean. Sweet rain that washes me clean. The mind creates all things, into my life it brings. Sweet rain that washes me clean.
You can join us.
All that I need comes to me. All that I need comes to me. All that I need comes to me. The light of love and grace. The light of love and grace shines upon my face. Shines upon my face. All that I need. All that I need comes to me. All that I need comes to me.
Yes, indeed.
So I'm going to take a minute while the offertory is still happening. Lisa and Tyler, thank you so much for the music tonight. Absolutely wonderful. And then in the booth we have David and Joey and Jeremy. Thank you so much for helping us. And of course, Mike is always here. We can't thank him enough. And thank you for bringing the offertory up. Just blessing this offering, knowing that it has come from a full heart, and therefore it will, return multiplied to the full heart. I know that the giver is blessed. And I know that who receives it is blessed. And that wherever it goes out from here, from Unity of Walnut Creek, also that is blessed. And I'm grateful. And so it is. So here we are. Freer, lighter, hopefully, right? We are released. We embrace 2024. We're ready for the new year. So thank you all for being here. It's like, it's never the same if even just one of you hadn't been here. You all give your energy, you all give your intention, and that makes it so powerful to be together. So let's extend our blessings to all seeing 2024 as our best year ever with our affirmation. So let's say it together. Everyone thrives in 2024. It is the most blessed year ever. Happy New Year.